Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Monday, April 5th. These are the charts of the day. As usual, starting alphabetically, alongside Cerss, junior biotech company that had based out for most of the end of last year, had been moving up in a steady channel since the beginning of February. You'll see that recently the stock popped and then went into a 3-week coil, kind of a double flag, and then broke out today with abandoned up 14.84% of 1.4 million shares. Looks to me like a clean breakout. There's a resistance zone between 360 and then up towards the 4 area that are going to be my very short-term and then shorter-term targets. But beyond that, the stock may have some decent upside potential into the 6.5 area, and then beyond that, longer term, maybe around 10 potentially, but we'll see how it goes. Up next is CTEL. It's been a beautiful rising channel for the last 6 weeks, accelerating here after having more than tripled. It's now flagging as volume dissipates and technicals hold up rather well. I'm looking for a move that takes it to the next level up around 4+. CPE, Callon Petroleum, another junior oil, doing very well. Started surging in January near $1.35 and has gone up to more than $6. That's more than a 4-fold increase in the last 90 days. But the trend is your friend. The trend is strong. We broke out and jumped 58 cents today to 604 on 1.75 million. You can see the top of the channel beckons right here, around the 6.5 area. That's my short-term target. But in a longer-term basis, Callon may see levels up around the $8 and then $10 range with much better longer-term potential. City Telecom has been in a strong rising channel and continues to do so over the last year. Currently, this rising wedge was broken to the upside today, up another 64 cents or nearly 4%. This looks like a stock may be headed for the top of the channel around 19.5, my short-term trading target. Eastman Kodak, a stock we day traded and added to our portfolio today. Pop out of a beautiful 2-month coil on low volume here. The stock exploded on 36.5 million shares, closing up over 13% at 678, a 79-cent gain. Right on top of the February high. Looks like that could be exceeded, and a short-term target around 765.70 can be seen with additional potential at the top of the channel and the long-term channel, short and long-term channels up around the 9.5 area. Ev3 Incorporated, also been in a beautiful rising channel for the last year and a half, and looks like it has the potential for a lot higher into the mid-20s eventually, but today's significant breakout occurred up at $1.25 and 1.5 million shares. Heaviest volume in about 4 weeks, breaking out of this trading range. It looks like it could be headed for my next trading target up near lateral price resistance about 18.25, and that could be reached rather shortly. Beyond that, something around 22 and then around 25. Immersion, IMMR, as you can see, broke out of this trading range on big volume and followed through nicely the last 2 days. Been up every day for the last 3 sessions and strongly so. Top of the lateral price resistance around 615 should be tested tomorrow. Move through that could get us up towards the 7.5 area, and then something maybe up around 9.25. Carrick's biopharma today. Good day for 25.5 million shares. That's the heaviest volume in going back to at least September, maybe longer. But more importantly, the consolidation which had taken place in quoting action was broken with a price breakaway gap as the stock jumped 61 cents or 22.2% on heavy volume of, again, 25.5 million shares traded. Trading targets here are 4 and then 5. LNL Energy, a big reversal day today. After coming down in the morning to 11.5, reversed sharply, closed up 51 cents at 12.74, $1.25 reversal, and a new all-time high. Looks like a move towards the 14 range, which I originally indicated was possible, is now well within sights. LNG had an important breakout on Thursday, followed through today with a decent day up, another 49 cents or 13.8% on more than 2.25 million shares traded. You can see the left shoulder, head, and right shoulder of a head and shoulders bottoming pattern was broken, and the stock followed through very nicely today. My short-term trading target up around the 5.25 level. Beyond that, potentially something around 6.5, 3/4, and maybe then 9.5, 10. Las Vegas, LVS, doing very well of late. See the beautiful rising channel here. Stock flagged over the last 6-7 days. Popped today, up 206, or almost 10% on 58 million shares. Looks like more upside potential is here. Looking for a move that takes this eventually to the mid-20s and then high 20s, maybe 30 range. Posen, P-O-Z-N. Beautiful base pattern was formed over the last 15 months. The stock broke out with a big thrust this last couple weeks. Formed a nice little pennant, and then today broke out of that pennant up another 87 cents or 9% on 1.4 million. That's the heaviest volume going way back for at least the last 2 years. Very significant set days technically. Quality distribution trucking firm broke out of a big base pattern over the last couple of years. Ran early March, consolidated mid to late March, and then the last couple of days has broken out of that pattern with strong volume. It seems headed for higher levels. Next target up around 9.25 and then around 11.5. Rexann, RNN, despite backing off from its highs today, had a good session. You can see that this pennant was broken with a pop on big volume, and although it did back up, it was up 16 cents or almost 10% today. I think more upside is doable. We have resistance around 2204, but secondary target around 265.75 is what I'm looking for. WPRT Westport, a big day for that today. Broke out of a wedge after this beautiful rising move. It took it from 10.75 to just under 17. The stock backed off, coiled, and today popped out of the coil, up 96 cents to 17.36, just 2 cents off the high on 1 million shares today. Beautiful long-term rising channel underway that calls for a move that takes this to mid-20s. And lastly is XRTX, former portfolio position Xerotex, which popped, pulled back in a nice little bull consolidation, held the moving averages and trend line, started edging up Tuesday, Wednesday last week, and on Thursday gapped up. Today it held that gap and formed an inside day. Looks like this stock is headed higher. Lateral price resistance around 23.5 is my next trading target, and beyond that, something in the high 20s. That's it for today. There's some ideas for you going forward. The market just keeps pressing higher, and today closed at new 2010 highs, or at least reached them on an intraday basis. Bye-bye.